Hey, everybody. Trying to get myself together. This thing is quite obstructive. I'm not as tall. And my hair looks crazy. Let me do something with that real quick. That's all I can do. All right, let me see who's here. I missed you guys. Well, hello, cousin. Happy New Year. Let me know if you can hear me. I'm setting my timer as we speak. Did you get your Christmas card? Because you know I got a million addresses from you. Did you get it? I didn't get a response back. So, did you move? Hey, V. Nice to see you amongst the living after your holiday party. Good to see you. Hi, darling from church. What's going on? You seeing me live. The possibilities are endless. Come on, 2020. It's been that kind of days. Tuesdays. Only like this on Mondays. Hey, Chris, how are you? Send me, DM me your, what do I want you to do? DM me your email address or your cell phone number so I can send you this video of your darling daughter. Well, Happy New Year, everybody. I'm trying to fix my little seat because, y'all know I'm little, so I try to get height. So in the immortal words of Mr. Reggie from Trading Places, Merry New Year. I said that to a young man today at church, and he had no idea what that reference was. He was like, I don't know what that means. What you mean you don't know what that means? It's Trading Places. It comes out every year for Christmas. It was a Christmas movie. And he was like, I have no idea. You should go see that movie. How do you not know that movie? Then I realized that he's young and I'm not. Hey, my sorority sister, my personal hairstylist. Hey there. Hey, V, another V. Happy birthday, darling. I'm going to sing to you later. People don't know me like that. I'm really, you know how I like to sing. Hey, Miss Jones, I missed you today, but our meeting was in and out and your snacks. I told the security guy where your snacks were, so get there early before somebody eats it. Hey, my other church people, how y'all doing? Good to see everybody. My sorority sister is so nice. I told you that you never know who's going to join when I get started, so it's always nice to see folks. So hello. Hi. Good to see you all. So I have some things I want to talk about. First of all, I hope that you had a wonderful holiday season. I hope that it was everything that you wanted it to be. I hope you were abundantly blessed, you and your family, and that everybody's safe. And I hope that you brought in the new year with everything your hearts desire. So Happy New Year to all of you. As usual, I always start and end the same way. Please, please, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, A Good Woman's Voice. Please do that because that would mean the world to me. Tell your people, tell your family, tell all of them folks. So today, I think everybody does this. I don't do resolutions for 2020, and I don't do that. I usually reserve that for my birthday. I told you I look introspectively every year for my birthday, and this year will be a big birthday. It's a milestone birthday. And I don't make resolutions, but usually in the beginning of the year, because usually I'm in corporate America, haven't been in a couple of years. But I usually use it as an opportunity to make goals, goals and objectives. So I have a few. I think I have 3 this year. I normally only have like 1 or 2. The husband and I get together as a entity, right? As a couple, as a corporation, really, for our family. And we sit down and we talk about what our goals are for the year individually. So personally, professionally, individually, collectively for our family and for our children. We do it every year. We're usually drinking because I keep telling y'all everything's better with a buzz. Everything's better. So that is what we do. And then we have a conversation with the children, incorporate the babies. And then that pretty much starts our year. And we review it every quarter like you would do at a job. Are we making the goals that we said we're going to make? Are we meeting them? There's some things that we need to adjust, etc. And so the husband and I put together our goals. And one of them for me is very personal. I have a few, and I'll probably share them throughout the year. But this one in particular is really, what's the word I'm looking for? I was going to say hard. It's not hard. It's more, somebody's calling me. Don't you know, I said I was recording today. What is going on? Can't you know what I'm saying? Don't be calling me. It's not hard. It's not difficult. I think it's more, I am maybe, and it's not even validation. I think I am reaffirming that this is something I want to do in my life, because I do it, but I don't do it consistently. So maybe that's what it is. And so I used it in a term called not for play. And I don't know if any of you have seen this. I've lifted it from a gentleman who's a comedian. His name is Trey Moe, and he has a puppet called Keisha Jones. I don't know if any of you have seen this before, but you can Google it. Trey spelled Trey, Moe, M-O-E, Keisha Jones. And Keisha is his puppet, and she's supposed to be like his woman, his girlfriend. And she is hilarious. And it's various things that they talk about. But the reason I know about her is that my kids saw it, and they said that I act like her, because she does this whole thing about what mamas do, how mothers react, how they ask questions, what they say. And it's absolutely hilarious. But she has this signature saying that says, don't play with me. I'm not for play. And that's really how I view my life. I'm not for play at all. And so this actually came about because back in December, about 3 or 4 weeks ago, we had a church meeting, a leadership meeting. I told you all, I know this is hard for some of you to believe, but I'm actually in church quite often, and I lead a couple of ministries. I do. 2, actually. I know some of you who've known me forever, it's hard. It's a hard pill for you to swallow, but it's the truth. I love God. I love Jesus. We're like this. I'm just saying. So we go to this leadership meeting, and there's a gentleman presenting who I absolutely love, him and his family. And he asked everyone to say who they were, introduce themselves, and then talk about something they do very well and something that they need help with. And what I said I needed help with is that I hold grudges. And I know that I shouldn't, and I know that I'm of God and I'm supposed to forgive people. But I hold grudges, and I hold them tight. And if you do something that I feel is offensive, I'm gonna cut you off. And I'm good with my cutoff. And I think intrinsically, I had to really think about what that meant. But intrinsically, what I realized is that I used to think that what I hated about people are people who are not honest and who lie. I can't stand liars. I can't stand someone who will decide to look me in my face and be dishonest. But after that meeting, what I realized is that that's not really it. What I don't like adults who don't adult. That's really what it is. I don't like people who don't know how to be adults. And it's not my definition of what an adult is. It is the standard definition of what an adult is. And it bothers me so much that I'm constantly, my poor children, they're probably gonna need therapy. Just because I'm constantly like, you need to be a person of good moral fiber. You need to have integrity. You got to have character, good character, because that's going to take you a long way. Not just being polite and respectful, but being someone that people know is above board. They're not doing anything shady. They're not trying to get over. And so what I realize is that is probably the biggest pet peeve I have of people. And because I'm so amenable, right? I like to get along with folks. I'm cool until I feel like you keep doing that. Then I realize that really all you're doing is taking advantage. You're taking advantage of my kindness. You're taking advantage of my easygoingness, the fact that, I kind of let things roll off my shoulder. And when I realize that, when I am able to, I guess, come to the realization that I now know who you are, then I don't want anything to do with you. And it's really just like snap of the fingers. I don't want nothing to do with you after that. And I'm good with it because I feel like in my mind, I've given you choice after choice, opportunity after opportunity to change your behavior. And really what I've come to learn is that I don't know if that's necessarily fair, because you're not the one that's changed. You're going to be who you are. I'm the one that's changed. Because really, I've allowed you to do that. You really teach people. I say this to my kids all the time. You teach people how to treat you. You really do. And so you can either stand on it and correct the issue, or you'll keep going. And this has come to light for me on a couple of occasions, probably in the last couple of weeks. I am now in a situation where I am having people who want to re-enter my life. Probably in the last week or so, right? Beginning of the year, right? This is the 7th, literally, maybe New Year's Eve-ish, around that time, where I have people who have reached out to me, who have no contact, where I've reached out to them, I've heard nothing from them, and now all of a sudden, something has happened in their life where they want to, they understand the error of their ways. And so now they want to come back. Now, I am a forgiving person. So I know I just told you that I hold grudges, and I do. I am a very forgiving person. The caveat to that is as long as you acknowledge what you've done. As long as you're accountable for what you've done, how you behaved, whatever it is, then I'm very forgiving. Where the grudge comes in is when you decide you don't want to be an adult. When you avoid me, when you think that lapsed time will somehow dissipate my feelings about your behavior. And what I realize is that it doesn't eradicate my feelings. Really what it does is that it festers. Nowhere for it to go. It just kind of, and I do this because you know how you see those science things and something, something really bad is about to happen because there's some glow or something in a glass, something, and it starts to do this and it starts to grow. That's what happens to me. And what people don't realize is that the X-layer to that, right? The potion, the antidote is just to sincerely apologize. If you do that, all of it goes away. Like that. Goes away with no problem. If you come to me and say, look, it's my fault. Shouldn't have did what I did. Shouldn't have said what I did. This is why I thought I did what I did. I can respect that. And that's really what it is. I lose respect for you. But when you don't do that, when you just kind of try to re-enter as if nothing happened, as if you don't know what you did, when you know you did it, it'll be different if you didn't know. But you know what you did because more than likely we've had a conversation about it. And you just think, oh, she'll get over it. And you try to come back. And I'm not talking about a year. I'm talking years. You try to come back and think that you coming back will somehow make me feel better. It doesn't. It doesn't. And that's the piece I struggle with. And I know I'm supposed to forgive you, but this is the other thing I've learned about forgiveness. Forgiveness doesn't mean that I have to break bread with you. It doesn't mean that. I used to think that forgiveness meant when something has happened, that when you see the person, you're supposed to give them love and hugs and all that. That's not what forgiveness means. First of all, forgiveness is not for them, it's for you. That's the first thing. It's for you. It's for you to realize that whatever happened was going to happen, right? And you just got to let it go. You don't bring it back up. You don't let it fester within you. You just have to let that person, like, okay, that's who you are. You shady as hell. That's what I use. You shady, you're whatever. You can't be in my space. You can't be in my energy, right? That's really what, so forgiveness means, okay, I can let you go, forgive you, and love you from afar. So if you stole money from me, I'm not going to give you more money to steal from me. That's not what forgiveness is. Forgiveness is, I realize that you stole the money. You were going to steal it anyway. Nothing I can do about that. I'm not going to give you no more money, but I can let go of the fact that what you did hurt, and I can move on with my life. I'm not going to give you any more money, but I have to let you go. Right? Thank you, Shelly. Deuces. I can't fool with you no more, and I'm okay with that. I can see you, I can say hello, but you're not going to get anything else from me. Okay? So this person, one person, there's been a few, but this one person in particular, they didn't do anything to me, indirectly to me, but it was really to my children. And yeah, I don't do that very well. Yeah, you can't. Nope, I can't do it. And so I try to be respectful, but I'm also like, yeah, you can't. Y'all know I'm barbaric when it comes to my children. I'm that mama. I'm a mama bear. You can't do it to me. You can't. You really can't do it to my children. I'm not for play. And here's the other thing that most people don't know about me. I'm good at some things. You know, we all know what our gifts are, right? I know what mine are. I'm sure you know what yours are. I know what God has given me. One of the things I know I'm really, really, really good at, I'm good at people. I can pretty much assess what kind of person you are pretty quickly. And then I choose whether or not I want to deal with you pretty quickly. I can look at someone or see their actions. I have a pretty good discernment of human beings. I really do. And the funny thing about that to me is, so I deal with people the way I want to deal with them. The funny thing about that is that some of you are so transparent that you think that no one can see what you're doing. That you, and to me, that's childish. Like, it's childish. That's the only way I can describe it. So you believe that what you're doing, knowing that you're getting over or trying to get over on someone or try to take advantage, and you don't think that people can see that? You think that they're blinded by what? Your charisma? Your character? No. Now, I don't just not like someone. And to be honest, and I don't hate anybody. Wait a minute, let me think about that before I say that. 3 days after Sunday. No, I don't hate anyone. I used to hate somebody. I don't hate them anymore, but it was trauma. So I don't hate anyone. And it takes a lot for me to say I dislike you. It really does. Now, there's some people I don't mess with. Like, yeah, I don't fool with that one right there. Because I see what you do to other people and I see what you're going to do to me. And then there's some people that you got to check. You got to give them the quick elbow, real quick. Oh, you're confused. You don't know who I am. Let me remind you. Let me reintroduce myself. A couple of those. But to say that I don't like somebody, there's a couple. A couple on the head. Like, I still have some fingers left. But I don't like when people act like they don't know what they did. That just gets up under my skin. You know what you did. You know what you said. You just didn't think that I would react the way that I did, or didn't. Because sometimes I just won't react at all. Remember, I told you I'll cut you off. I won't even deal with you. I've had enough. And I think people are so surprised how final it is, because up until that point, I've been pretty easygoing. But the sever is real. And I'll act like you don't even exist. I might give you the brother man head nod. I might give you that. But I don't want to fool with you no more. And it's obvious because I can't. I've never been as phony. I'm never phony. Never phony. I either like you or I don't. Most cases I do. You got to do something for me, to me, or someone I care about, for me not to. I'm usually going to tell you about it because that's also who I am. I'm confrontational. And that's it. And so that has been my mantra for 2020. I'm not for play play. Don't come at me with nonsense. I don't want to be bothered. I have lived a good life. I'm living a good life. I don't want y'all to think something's happening. I'm living a good life. And I need to protect my energy. And I used to think that was corny when people said that, like they had crystals and then, woo, your aura. I used to think that. But there is something to be said about protecting your energy, protecting what you feel, what you get, and what you put out. There's something to be said about protecting that. And so that's what I'm doing for the 2020. I'm telling y'all, don't come for me. Don't do it, because nobody's exempt. And I warn y'all, some of you don't listen. I mean what I say. I mean what I say. I say what I mean. And I can show you better than I can tell you. I'm telling you, y'all don't want to play with me in 2020. You don't want to do it. Please don't. Because the only person that's going to get hurt in this process is going to be you. It's not going to be me. Because I've already resigned myself in the fact that I'm going to be okay without you. I am. I'm going to let you go. I'm going to love you from afar. And I'm going to wave while I walk by. I'm not going to break bread with you. I'm not doing none of that. None. Now I'm going to try in this 2020. I'm going to try to be more diplomatic. I'm going to try to exercise more decorum. I'm going to try. Now that Jesus knows my heart. I'm going to try. I promise. I promise you I'm going to try. And I did try with this individual when they tried to re-enter my life, but they didn't go about it the right way. You go about it the right way by simply apologizing. So it's the question, what's wrong with apologizing? Why is it so difficult for people to admit when they're wrong? Why is that a problem? I don't understand it. Because you know what? That's the part that makes you the adult. Not letting everybody know when you're right, but letting people know when you're wrong. Don't you know that you get more respect that way? When you say to somebody, I didn't handle that very well. I'm so sorry. I could have done that differently. Do you realize that that's when you're an adult? When you accept your shortcomings, not when you tell everybody how great you are. That's not what an adult is. That's what children do. Children talk about how great they are. Adults tell you when they make bad choices, when they do something they're not supposed to do, when they've decided, when they're grown enough and put their grown drawers on and say, you know what? I messed up. Shouldn't have did that. Shouldn't have responded that way. I am sorry. Because really, what are you willing to die on the sword for? Nonsense? Child. You can't be introspective. The only perfect person, y'all know this, I'm about to say it because I like Jesus. Perfect person in my life is God himself. That means none of y'all, including me, none of y'all are perfect. We're not perfect. Now, I'll try my best. I'm a good friend. I try to be a good parent. I try to be a good wife. I try. And when I mess up, call me on my nonsense. But if you're just deflecting from your nonsense, I don't want to be bothered with you. And I can't stand holy rollers. Now, y'all know I like Jesus. Y'all know that. But I can't stand hypocrites who are quick to tell you how bad you are, because it's always those people, all your shortcomings, but don't see their own. Don't see their own reflection. I can't do it. I can't stand people like that. So some of y'all about to go. I don't know how else to tell you. Some of y'all about to go. You're about to leave my life. And let me apologize in advance. It's for the best. It's for the best of all of us. And I'm okay. And I hope you're okay with it too. But if not, oh well, I'm going to be better for it. I told y'all, and I keep saying this, I'm raising children. I don't have time to raise adults. I don't have time to do it. So there's one of my mantras for 2020. I am Lisa Goodman. I am not here for the play. Don't play with me. I'm not for play. Trey Mo and Keisha Jones, please check it out. I love y'all. Have a wonderful year. Enjoy your week. I miss y'all so much. Thank you for riding with me. I always appreciate that. Love y'all so much. Remember, what am I about to tell you? agoodwomansvoice.com, A Good Woman's Voice YouTube channel. Just, love me like I love you. All right. I'm out, people. Love you.